What's up, everybody? This is Her to You, and welcome to another Wednesday's Random. So, first, I want to start off by saying to all my Black people out there, happy Black History Month. You know, it's recording this on the first, but you'll see it on the second. So, I just want to get that out the way. So today's topic, today's randomness is honesty. So, on my journey, you know what I'm saying? I feel like like when you're playing, and I don't really play video games, so I would have to go like back in the day when I was playing like Mario Brothers. So like when you're playing games, playing video games, whatever, and like you get to a certain level, and you once you pass that level, you get all these like points or coins or tickets or whatever it may be. Well, that's how I feel. I feel like I've unlocked a piece of me, like I freed a piece of me. That's how I feel when it comes to, and it's about being honest, right? And so, not only me being honest with myself, but being just honest with other people. Um, I feel in my state of being. So in my state of being now, I feel I feel so happy. I feel so excited because I've gotten to this point, and it feels freeing. It does. It feels freeing. I don't know if you've been following my journey. Like, obviously, I'm healing from my childhood trauma, but I'm also with that. One thing that I always say that I want for myself is I want freedom, and that's just freedom of being who I am because of my trauma, I was trapped inside of me for so long that I just longed for just being me, unapologetically, just who I am, you know. So so I came to the when I first started, I definitely said that I was going to be very honest, right? Like, I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna be upfront or whatever, no matter how it makes me feel. So back in the day, or even I'll say a couple months ago, like, I cared, and I'm not saying I don't care, but I cared about people's reaction to what I was saying, or to how I responded to things, right? So have you ever been like talking to somebody, and you're giving them your opinion, but you're being very honest, and you don't know the effect that it has on them until you see their face expression, and then you're like, hold on, hold on, I'm sorry, how did you take that? Or no, 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 I didn't mean that way, or whatever, right? Well, I'm gonna be real honest, I'm not caring about none of that, right? I'm not deliberately, I'll put a disclaimer, I'm not deliberately going out and trying to hurt anyone's feelings because I feel so liberated by my honesty, right? No, I'm not doing that. But what I'm also not doing is I'm not going to hide or put my feelings on ice to not be honest to someone. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make me feel good. And because I'm being honest with myself, I also am being honest with my feelings, because when I feel a type of way, I kind of carry it, and that person have moved on, that person is chilling, that person is living, and I'm still thinking about it. And no, it needs to be released. Now, I'm not going to confront every situation that comes my way. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to be very honest in the moment, right? That is the thing that I want to be very transparent about, is I want to be very honest in that moment, regardless. Like, this may come off, or let me have the responsibility of saying, okay, let me think about what I am saying to you, and then I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. And it may come off crazy, but we can talk through it if you're willing. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it with other people. And I feel good when it comes to me being that honest with other people, because I always have. I've always been really honest to a fault. But I was reckless with my honesty because I didn't care how it came out. Like, you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Pick up in your feelings and keep it pushing, right? But I want to be responsible with the things that I'm saying, um, if I'm allowed. So I'll say that if if it requires me to be a little harsh or a little hard, then I'm going to do that as well. But the good thing about me slowing down and being honest with myself and my thoughts and my things, the situations that are being presented to me allow me right now. They allow me the time to really just think, to really be like, okay, let me address this properly. And now with being honest with myself, I had a task this weekend that was so hard for me to do. It was very, very hard for me to do because it it made me it put me in a position where I had to confront my childhood trauma. I had to confront my past, in a very detailed way. And it was hard for me to do. Like, I think I I procrastinated it. I procrastinated the situation one day. The second day, I pretty much waited to the last minute. Tried to avoid it for like the last minute. Then I got a little bit into it, but then I kept distracting myself with other things. And then the third day, like, there was no escaping it. Like, I had to really do it. Like, I called people, I tried to get motivation, everything, because it just was super hard for me to face. Um, and I had to, once I was done making phone calls, once I was done finding excuses and distractions and everything, and I really just had to I had to have a come to me moment where I really just had to settle, like sit myself down and be honest with what I was feeling. Like, this is still a process. You're still healing from this. So things are going to be raw at times. Things are going to still hurt at times. You're still going to cry. You're still going to try to excuse me. You're still going to try to resort to what you know, which is trying to hide, right? But because we are trying to heal and we're trying to move on from the situation and live in the moment and live in our current life, then one, you have to be honest with yourself, with your feelings. Like, okay, go ahead, cry it out. And I did. I cried, and I cried, and I cried. Two, I had to be like, okay, but where are you at now? Like, you're not there now. You're not a child. You're not in your mom's home. Um, you're not in that situation. So now what do you do? And then it came to the decision of, okay, what is it that you want to do with this information? And if this is your information, you want to make sure that it's right. So you have to take ownership of that. And so I did that, and I was able to get through it. Like, I was able to really get myself through it, and I felt really, really good. I felt really, really good. And I just I've never done that for myself before. Like, I never have. I never slowed myself really, really down, because I was like almost going through panics. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I literally was saying that over and over in my head, knowing that I have been studying and meditating on self-talk. So I knew in the moment, but I was just letting it flood. I was just letting it flood in because it comforted me. Like, it comforted me at that moment to just be like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But at the same time, I had to live in the reality of that. Like, no, we don't want to do this. We don't. But why are we doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we pushing ourselves to do this? There's a rhyme, there's a reason. Then, not only that, I had to really, I had to think about the future. Like, think about the future that you're building. And the future that you're building has to start today. It has to start with what you're doing today. Like, you have to do that. So, um, that's one thing that I have been working on. I'll say this. So I've been working on it in theory, right? Telling myself this is what I'm gonna do. Journaling, this is what I'm gonna do. And then to have it surface and me have to put that into practice, even though it took even though it took a couple of days, it happened. Like, it happened. I even gave myself them days. Like, you were not ready. You were not ready. Like, and don't be disappointed and stuff like that. So me being honest with myself, in where I'm at, in in my journey, me being honest with myself in the moment, in the actual moment of how I'm feeling and what is going on. It just, I can't explain kind of the freeness that I have, that it's like it's something I could check off. Like, you did it, yo. You really did it. Like, in that moment you showed up for yourself and you were honest with yourself. You put yourself in check eventually and you did what you were supposed to do. Now, the next thing is when it comes to people. I feel like, I'm gonna be one of those people. I feel like I'm gonna be our parents again when they used to be like, these times is different and back in my day and all this other stuff. But I truly feel that way. I feel like back in my day, when I was younger, I feel like people were more honest, were more open, were more totally honest. Like, hey, this is what it is. Like, you can take it or leave it, or this is where I'm at with it. Or if you came to somebody with something like, no, you dead wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's wrong. This is, and it was just straight up like that, right? But I feel like nowadays, because I don't know if it's because we have this thing to be supportive to the end, or to be ride or dies, or what it is. Like the people that I know that are bluntly honest, that are straight up honest, they're questioning themselves on being honest. And that's how you know there's something wrong. That's how you know there's something wrong, because when you ask someone an opinion or something, I'll speak for myself. When I'm asking someone to be straight up with me, that's exactly what I mean. I mean straight up, because you're not doing me, you're doing me a disservice if you're not actually honest with me. You know what I'm saying? If you're not honest with me and you paint a different picture, then I'm gonna go out here and mess up. Like, I'm not gonna be 100. But if you just straight up like, yo, listen, that's wrong, or it's right, and this is why, and this is what I think, da da da, then that gives me options to really think things through. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm really coming to you and asking for your opinion or your advice, then that means I'm at a crossroad. That means I need that extra push or that extra help. And you have the power to influence me in either way. So I feel like if you my friend, then you should, you know what I'm saying? But even off that, even off friends, just in general, a genuine person, a down-to-earth person should just tell you what's up. Because I know common sense isn't common, but come on, like, no. Like, I don't need a yes some. I don't need someone that's gonna be like, yeah, girl, you know what I'm saying? Just go and do, you know what I'm saying? Go and do that. You know what I mean? Even if you do say, girl, just go ahead and do that, be like, no, you know you're wrong, but I know you're going to do whatever it is that you want to do. I'm just going to lay this out for you. I can receive that better and I can trust you. Like, okay, yeah, you go. You know what I'm saying? So, and luckily I no longer have people around me that are just going to be down with me doing some stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or just cool with me making dumb decisions, because them are some haters too. Like, you have those people in your life too. Like, they know the truth, but then they ain't gonna tell you. Nope. Nah, you got it, sis. You go find it. They'll allow you to go spin the block 50 million times before they, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah. Like, you were just sitting on that information and you knew I was looking for that and you didn't. Okay, cool. So that's why, and I feel like if you're honest, if you're honest and you continue to work that practice, you're going to me, and you're going to weed out people that are not going to be able to handle your honesty, period. They're not going to call you and ask you for advice because they know you're going to tell them something they do not want to hear. So that's going to weed them all the way out. So that's good, because then you don't have to hear no. I get tired sometimes hearing people tell the same story over and over and over and over and over, or rant. I get so tired. I get so tired of that. And that's also like a thing that I appreciate about being honest, is because I can tell you that. I don't have to tell you that being vindictive, but I can just say, you know what? Ugh, I'm not going to be able to handle this story right now because, you kind of keep doing it, and my emotions are attached to this. And so I just want you to be able to, tell this to someone else. I can be there for you, for real. I can be there for you, but right now I just can't handle this story. And that has brought me a lot of peace. So yeah, so I just think that the first step to real healing is to really just be honest with yourself and the people around you, regardless of how hard it may be. Because I know, even with me starting the Her to Him thing on podcast, or blog, really, I be thinking like, people are gonna think I'm desperate. People gonna think I'm tripping. People gonna think I'm this. People gonna think I'm that. I'm gonna, and it's so funny because I feel so empowered by about the life that I'm building for myself, that those thoughts really don't actually bother me. No, they don't. They actually don't bother me, because when I'm making my videos, or when I'm doing like my, doing stuff to just promote myself, like, I'm laughing too. Like, girl, you is crazy. Girl, you is wow. This is, you know what I'm saying? So like, I definitely laugh at myself. I definitely, uplift myself. Watching my videos are not as cringy as they were, because I'd be like, oh my God, look how you look, or whatever. I feel like it's all, I've taken it in as all evolution, right? I'm going to evolve, and then I get to look back and see how I evolved. And that's what I do in like my interviews, when I'm interviewing my Black women who are entrepreneurs, and sometimes it's their first interview. And so I'm like, I tell them the same thing, like, yo, watch this one and then watch your 100th one. And you're just going to see how much you just evolved, and you have it. You have a record of it. You have a record of you being here, of you stating this, of you saying that. Like, it's always going to be here. And so as long as I'm not, and even if I am doing, I'm not intentionally doing anything reckless. So everything's a lesson. Everything is something for me to learn, for me to grow from. So I just feel, I don't know, like I said, I really feel like I've unlocked I feel like I've unlocked a room in myself. I feel like I've unlocked a level where I'm just like, listen, we gonna do it. Like, and I have to give glory to God. I really, really do, because I've been I've been dedicating my mornings, my early mornings before I go and work out, to really just reading the Bible, um, and meditating on the Word. And the the verses and the things that have been coming up, like, I don't believe in coincidence, but I take it as, oh, okay, I hear you talking to me. Okay, I hear what you're saying. Okay, okay. And even when I come, because I overthink things, so even when I come into a state of confusion, I just really just try to pray on it, like, God, you know your child, and you know I'm gonna think about this. You know I'm gonna think of this 30 different ways. I need you to make it plain. And I just leave it as it is. Like, it'll be what it is. You know what I mean? And so that's what I've been doing, is really just trying to really step out on faith, and just be honest with where I'm at in the moment. Like, period. Like, if this is how I feel, this is how I feel. If this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking. But I also understand that I can take charge of those things, right? So especially with meditating, I I try to stick to one thought. Like, at first when I started, oh my Lord, and I'm still working on it, so I'm not no expert. So don't mm-mm, don't quote me on that. But when I very first started, um I wasn't getting the word in. I just was kind of just trying to focus on my breathing and what I was thinking, and my thoughts were going everywhere. My thoughts were going everywhere. It was ridiculous the many places my thoughts went. And then once I started to say, you know what, I'm just going to read, you know what I mean? I'm going to do a devotion, and then I'm going to meditate. It kind of aligned my thoughts, because of the simple fact that, when I'm doing my devotion, my devotion and my Bible study, in my thoughts, it's like, okay, I want to be righteous in my thoughts. I want to be righteous in what I want to, I want to, clean heart, mind, spirit. So when I go do my meditation, I feel like I have more control over my thoughts, because there's a sense of duty and honor to God, to not have certain things influence me at that moment. So that's what helps me really get into the focus of what I'm trying to do, because I know there's a mission. Like, there's a mission, there's a plan, and if I allow these thoughts to come, then I've kind of spoiled my meditation. You know what I'm saying? I've kind of spoiled my time, so I really just try to take it really serious, and not like strictly serious, because thoughts do come, but I just try to calm myself and just let that thought go, and then I get back to where I need to be. So yeah, guys, and it's so funny, because when I look around my room, when I look around the stuff that I have in my home, being honest and having honesty is all around, and it isn't really coming into focus until I really was realizing, like, dang, you've been like super honest with people, like letting them know, like, what's up. And like I said, not in a negative way, because I'm not gonna never just be respectful off top. I'll say that. I'm not just gonna off top be like, yeah, let me tell you about yourself. I would never do that. So there's no need for me to do that. So, but I'm honest. Like, I'm gonna be honest going forward. Like, yeah, this is the reason why this is the reason why that. If you want my advice, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you want me to just listen to this story, or do you want me to give my advice? Because if I give my advice, then I'm gonna be what's up. I'm gonna tell you what I feel like it is in that moment, wherever I'm at in that moment. That's what I'm going to say. And I'll, you know what I'm saying? Because honesty, being honest, like the definition is free of deceit and untruthfulness and is sincere. So you have to have some form of compassion when you're telling people the truth, because we all know that the truth can hurt. You know what I'm saying? Telling somebody the absolute truth about situations can be, you know what I'm saying? It can be hurtful. You know what I'm saying? It can be hurtful. So you just, and that's, both ways. Like someone could tell me something, even though I prefer it straight up, it could hit me hard. Like, dang, you didn't have to say it like that. You know what I mean? But I prefer it that way. I'm not even gonna lie. And for my people that's out here, because I know I'm not the only one, and I know the people that I know who are struggling with being honest and being blunt are having a hard time out here. That's wild. I think, oh my God, you're gonna have to settle in that. Some people may not like your honesty, but as long as you're coming from a good place, as long as you're really being honest, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, sometimes we just be like, you know what, I'm tired of this. I'm just about to tell her what it is. Like, you can't do that either. Like, you got to be like, okay, hold up. Let me say this so that you can receive it. Because if they don't receive it, then you just wasted you just wasted your words, your breath, the air, your time. You just wasted all of that by being a little disrespectful because you couldn't just say, all right, listen. And it's okay to be humble and honesty. It's okay to be like, hey, listen, I'm going to tell you the truth. You may not like it, but I have to be honest with you, okay? So this is what I feel. And then kind of have that dialogue. Like, okay, this is what I feel. Do you agree? Or what do you think? You tell me. Maybe I'm seeing it wrong. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, in other situations, it may require you to be just straight up, especially if somebody playing on you. If somebody playing on you, honesty is like the best thing, because 9 times out of 10, when people playing with you, they're not expecting you to come at them with that type of energy. So once you do, you really shut it down, regardless of them playing victim and acting like you were just so mean. Like, okay, I said what I said, and you know what I'm saying. We keeping it pushing, and you can either roll or you can go, but you have to be ready for either one. And that's real. Like, with being honest with people, the power that has, um, you're not gonna have a lot of people around you at all not being honest. Like, what's gonna be funny is they're gonna come later on and be like, because there's people that I know in my life that, when I wasn't able to handle someone being straight up, because I wasn't ready to confront what I already knew was happening, then no, I stayed away from them. I stayed away from them people. Like, no, because they're gonna read me all the way through. So I would stay away from them. But now when I think about those people now, I'm like, dang, I really should have invested into those relationships, because I could count on that. Like, that's hard to find nowadays. It's hard to find someone that you can count on that's going to be 100 with you regardless. You know what I'm saying? Um Regardless of what may be happening, without it being deceitful, without it being a little tinge of hate on it, or you know what I'm saying, some jealousy on it. Like, they're just straight up with you, like, listen, I'm going to tell you the truth. Bop bop bada bada bop. So what's up? Those people are so hard to find. Regardless, people hide behind so many different things. People hide behind text messages. People hide behind technology. People hide behind that friend being friends. Like, nah, tell me straight up. People hide behind so many things just to not be honest with you. Well, I don't like confrontation. It ain't confrontation if you're being what's up. If you feeling it, like, be honest. And then that's another thing too. Once you get it out, it may not truly be that way, but you don't know. So you done created this whole storm because you can't be honest, or you can't be straight up with either yourself or the person. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I will work on, like I did, I worked on being honest with myself. I knew that I wanted to be free. Like, I wanted to be free, like, regardless. Like, I'm like, I want to live. I want to be free. I want to be able to say what I want, do what I want, and just and not have to always feel the guilt of, oh, well, they said they didn't like that, or they said that that was too mean, or they said this is that, or they said that was that. Like, no, because I've been called mean all my life. Matter of fact, I'm part of this group and on Facebook where, because I'm a Capricorn, and so people be having all type of things to say about Capricorns, and a lot of it's true, some of it's true or whatever. But there was this question she asked, like, Capricorns, why, why are y'all so mean to people, and why when someone tell y'all the truth, y'all in the relationship? And I'm like, what? So I'm like, first of all, we're not mean. Like, that's the thing people gotta say. You just sensitive. Or you may not even be sensitive, but we're not mean if we just say things very bluntly. And the tone may be wild sometimes. Or lack of a tone. Like, it might just be So, but no. And then I've never cut nobody off that was straight up. When I was younger, I just avoided them. I was scared of them. That's why. But nowadays, especially with the people, I only go to people that I know that are going to be straight up. Matter of fact, I only go to the people that I only go for advice, or just to vent with, only people that would be straight up, that would be honest with me. Like, yo, do you really want me to say this? And I'd be like, yes, just go ahead and tell me, because I'm gonna hit the wall eventually. Like, regardless if you take me down another road, I'm gonna come right back to this again. And I'm tired of doing things over and over and over again, because I didn't want to learn the lesson, or because I just didn't, I didn't want to do it that way. So I thought there could be an easier way. So I'm not doing that no more. And I'm accepting whatever you call me. At this point, I do not care, because I'm going to find, because I'm being honest with myself, and knowing that I'm not, like I said, doing anything blatantly to disrespect anybody. Then you can call me mean, you can call me disrespectful, you can call me whatever you want. Oh, y'all, I can't wait to unlock that other key. I can't wait to unlock the key of, okay. Oh, I cannot wait to unlock that. Okay, that's all right. Well, talk to you later. I still have too many emotions where I'm like, excuse me? Oh, what did you say? You know what I mean? So I can't wait to unlock that just ultimate peace. Like, I'm not even bothered. I can't wait. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. But for now, I'm just enjoying being honest. I'm enjoying being in my and I'm not saying that I was like a deceitful person or lying to people, because I'm not. But really the honesty comes from within. The honesty comes from within, because when I can be honest with myself, I see that the things that come out of my mouth hit just a little different. They hit with a little bit more sincerity. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more, empathy and stuff. So they hit a little different because I show myself that. I've been honest with myself and where I'm at, and I've given myself those same things. I've been sympathetic with my situation. I've shown empathy to my situation. I'm hard on myself a lot of the times because it's just what I've created for myself, right? But I'm learning to be gentle with me. You know what I mean? And talk myself through it. Like, girl, you was okay. You know what I mean? But yeah, so so yeah, so that is it for Wednesday's Random. So if you agree, if you don't agree, like, comment below, subscribe. Don't forget to tune in to, oh no, I'm gonna do it every other Sunday, the Her to Him blog. But yeah, I thank all you guys for being on this journey with me. And all of the new people that have subscribed to the page. I definitely appreciate that, who have followed me and followed my journey. As you'll pick up, this just be mad random. It does. It be mad random, but that's what listen, I'm accepting all paths, you know what I mean? Because I know I'm going in the right direction. What may come at me may make me cry, may make me sad, may make me laugh, may make me mad. But I'm going to accept all of those feelings and use the skills that I've learned to channel that into keep going, into that keep going spirit. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'm there. I'm at the moment where it's just like, nah, just keep going, because what God has for you is going to be beyond anything you could even imagine anyway. So you might as well you might as well keep your dreams and your hopes and still just want that, because what he'll child. So, because what he's done so far for me in my life has really, even just a peace of within, like, I'm so grateful for that. Just having that peace within, for me being just honest. Like, it's just like it's like a fresh of breath air to really just effectively learn how to just live in my moment. Yeah. And being honest at where I'm at. Like, since you know what I'm saying, like, I'm working out. I don't have the body that I want, but I know every day I keep working out and eating properly, I'm gonna get there, and I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm no longer on this treadmill, I feel like, of life, just running, and not picking up the lessons that I need to learn. So yeah, but we done slowed down, and we on our own timeline now, and it's empowering. It's very empowering. So yeah, so anyways, that's it. That's all. Again, like, subscribe, comment down below. And if you haven't yet, go on and check out the other Wednesday's Randoms. And again, happy Black History Month to all my Black folks. And everyone have a great day. All right.